Hello, everyone. I'm a little bit nervous. There was a new medical facility opened up around the corner from my home. And I wanted to be the first one, as soon as I seen some cars in the parking lot, to apply for a job. It was like 5 minutes from my house. I was like, I'm gonna be the first one there. As soon as it looked like they kind of up and running, be the first one there. So I goes in there, and it's just the reception, this huge open space, nothing is there. A wooden door with the little window just like that over there, a little strip of glass. I was like, this is weird. What kind of medical facility is this? So I rang the bell, the lady come out, and I was like, I'm interested in, a job here. And she was like, well, you have to apply online. So I said, well, what is this? What type of specialty is this? And she said, well, this is a dialysis center. And I said, what is that? And she was like, it's for people with end-stage renal disease. And I was like, oh. And she said, well, I have to take a call, but you can always apply at davita.com for a job. So I was like, okay. So I'm walking around, and I'm like, this is so interesting. There's nothing in here. And I went to the door, and I seen some reclining chairs and some machines and some TV screens. And I was so intrigued, but that glass was so small. I was like, trying to see in that glass. And I was like, can I go behind that glass? She was like, no, you can never go behind that door. Only for patients. Fast forward 18 months later, I was going behind that door. I thought I had the flu. It started out as a cold or a flu. It wouldn't go away. 2 months in, my husband at the time said, you have to go to the doctor. You're just not getting better. Went to the emergency room. They told me I was in kidney failure, and I would have surgery the next day to put a catheter in my neck and a fistula on my arm. And then the next day after that, I would start treatment. And I was like, well, let me get back to y'all on that. I need some time to And my husband said, no, we don't need no time to think about nothing. What time she need to be there? So I'm telling the surgeon, you want to put the fistula here? I will never be able to wear short sleeve shirts. He said, Miss Swain, you way past vanity at this point. This is life or death. All my options were gone. It was either life or death. So nothing makes you feel more powerless when you have no more options. I thought I could choose the time, the place, and how I wanted things to be, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do. I had two choices, which was life or death. So that following Wednesday, I'm shaking, I'm sick. I've been sick for months. Now I'm even more sick because I just had 2 surgeries in one day. And my ex-husband is bringing me in. And the nurse opened that door. And she put her body against the door and she said, come on in. That's when it dawned on me this was the same door 18 months before that I wanted to see through. But now she's saying, come on in. And a look of terror is in my face to go through these doors. 18 months prior, I was so intrigued, and I walked around the whole room reading the literature. I was so drawn to this place. I didn't know why. Well, I would be a patient there 18 months later. And I was scared. I was weak. I was exhausted. I was angry. I was confused. Any emotion you can imagine I was experiencing. And I was so mad at God. Why am I here? Why I gotta go through this? I got stuff to do. I gotta work. I got these kids to raise. This is a lot. It just didn't fit into my schedule or my plans. And God said, why not you? I said, why me, God? He said, why not you? I had no answers. So I was still mad and I was still angry, and I'm looking at people sideways like, I don't even look nothing like these people. Like, some of these people look old, they look sick, some of them don't work. I'm just being real. This is judgment. I'm going in there with my own judgment. It just didn't fit into my life. I didn't think that was who I was. But that was the beginning of my life. I met some amazing people in that center. Some of my best friends to this day. I found my purpose in that facility. I found my life in that facility. Right? But see, when you've been sick for so long, your thoughts are distorted. When your blood is toxic and it's not being clean, your thoughts are distorted. So I was like, I don't want to do this. I ain't got to do this. I'm going to get a second opinion, third, fourth, 10th opinion. Like, I'm not about to be. But see, those toxicities in my brain had me thinking otherwise. But thank God for my family who wouldn't give up on me and was like, this is what it is. This is what you have to do. This is it. So I goes into center, scared, angry, mad, constantly talking to God. Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I here seeking God's truth? Like, why am I here? But I'm still angry. Right? So they phased my job out because they knew I was terminally ill. So they phased my job out so they wouldn't have to give me long-term disability. So then I lost my home. I lost my car. And my marriage was on shaky ground. And I still had 3 children to raise. One getting ready to graduate from high school. And we moved into a small little apartment. And I'm still pressing through. I'm still going to treatment. I'm still showing up. But I'm still questioning, God, why? What do I need to see? Show me my blind spots. Reveal truth to me. Show me why I'm here. Because when I don't always believe in me, I always believe in him. There's no mistakes. So show me. I need to see. Why am I here? Show me my blind spots. Show me me. God says, you really ready to see you? How you was morbidly obese, 265, 270 pounds. Borderline diabetic, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, not taking your medication, working 2 jobs, raising 3 kids, trying to do hair on the side, always thinking of ways of trying to come up with some extra money. Seeing spots but thinking they little gnats or bugs or something. No, your blood pressure is through the roof. I would be like, ooh, some bugs? No, your blood pressure is high. So I had to pull my medical records to qualify for disability. I asked for 2 copies, one to go to Social Security and a copy for myself. Because see, I'm seeking truth. I want to see me. And I'm reading my medical records. It's 15 years of medical records. And every report said African-American female, age, non-compliant. African-American female, 35, 40, whatever, non-compliant, inconsistent with treatment, doesn't go to follow-up appointments, not consistently taking her medication. That was me. I had to own all of that. How I put everybody and everything before myself, and I was at the bottom of the list. And I was aggravated at God because he was telling me to sit down. Take a rest. And I'm in my feelings with him like I got stuff to do. He said, take that ass off your chest and sit down. Take many seats. And I was forced to sit down. I was forced to go without. I was forced to humble myself. Because I wouldn't consistently take my medication. I would not lose weight. I would not go to follow-up appointments. I would not take the advice of my physicians. I wouldn't go to specialists they were sending me to because I had to work. And I didn't know if I can get the time off from work. So I was like, I don't have time for that. So I had to own all of that. And I said, God, I'm so sorry. He said, yeah, I told you I was giving you signs, but you just wasn't paying no attention. And I said, Lord, forgive me. What must I do to make this right? How can I get this turned around? So God said, now you are ready. And he began to show me how to get healthy and how to change my life. And my body and my mind began to respond to treatment. Right? After 90 days of treatment, I'm responding. My energy is coming back. My mind is clear. Even got a job, went back to work, went to a new hospital. So I'm going in treatment with scrubs on. Everybody think I work there. No, boo, I'm a patient. My feet ready. And now I'm making everybody laugh. I'm encouraging everybody. I'm praying for everybody. I'm inspiring everybody. The nurses come to me for support. The staff come to me for support. The patients come to me for support. Because, see, I see everybody. I see you. I honor them. See, I know what the nurse do. I watch how she move. I see what the techs do. I see how administration move. And everybody had something they had to do to make my treatment go smooth. So then I was in pure gratitude and humility. Thank you. Thank you how you showed up. Thank you how you give me my medicine. Thank you for how you care for me. Thank you when you overworked and you still have time for me. See, if you want a blessing and you want it to come through fast, you got to stay in gratitude. So I shifted my energy. And I was humble. But first, God had to humble me. And then I shifted that into gratitude. So I began to just tell everybody in center, you amazing, you great. They all know I had girls. I got to go pick my girls up. I got to take my girls to school. My girls got this going on. Dialysis became a part of my life. It did not become my life. So every holiday, they put a little holiday stuff up on the wall and want to put pictures of the patients up. And I said, sure, you can put my picture up, but not in the chair. Amen. I'm here for a season. This is an experience I'm having. So I could be here today to inspire somebody else. So, needless to say, they didn't want my picture. So I began to speak over my life and say, one day I would speak about this. One day I would do videos and I would be in the paper and I would encourage people all over the world. Like, I would do so much. God is going to use this in such a way because he don't make no mistakes. He uses it all. It's all valuable. There's a reason for all of it. But see, I never questioned him. I questioned me. I questioned him a little bit, but I knew. Yeah, because I was mad, right? I had my moment. I'm human. But God gave me a time to stump and cry and act a fool. It was a short bit of time. But then he instantly turned me around once he showed me my own errors that I needed to take accountability for. So, the last part, I was coming to tell you about the story about how I got my transplant. And I was sitting at home and I was getting ready to type up the stuff about how I got my transplant, and it's a great story. And I said, well, let me get some water. And God said, go write down all the things you accomplished in center. And I said, I didn't really accomplish. He said, yes, you did. Go write down all the things you accomplished in center. And I said, Lord, I don't want to say that. That's going to sound very egotistical. Give me another word for say, I did this and I did that. He said, instrumental. I was instrumental in saving 2 lives. I was instrumental in having an administrator and a male nurse released for sexual harassment of staff and patients. I was instrumental and requiring that they keep the facilities clean, have a professional cleaning crew come in every week instead of every month. And clean out the drains under the building where the waste from our blood goes that was coming back up through the center. And when I questioned them, the director told me I needed to find another facility because he gonna run his center the way he want to. I said, I believe we're done talking. So the next time I came to treatment, it was briefcases and suits all over the building. So he knew I was no joke. Because I'm real nice until I'm not. So, corporate DaVita Dialysis, Southeastern Kidney Council, and the National Kidney Foundation, they know me. I advocate for patients' rights. Each patient pay $250,000 a year to sit in those seats. We're going to demand great care. So I was nervous to tell y'all that because, see, Kim, I didn't feel worthy to share my accomplishments, what I did in that center. I said, God, I can't say that. I said, no, you go back and you tell that part. I had an old lady, she was, when you get on the machine and when you get off the machine, you want to get on quick and you want to get off quick. Hurry up. And the old lady got sick of waiting and she pulled her needles out and she didn't make any noise. She just pulled them out and sat there. Because see, a lot of people are ready to die, especially elderly people. And I caught her bleeding out. And I said, yo, come help her, come help her. And the staff came and got her. And the other young man, he was a young man. He was angry about treatment. Young people take it the hardest, especially men. Oof, tough. So he didn't want to live no more. He told the staff, I'm not going to do this. I'm telling y'all now. I'm only here because my wife made me come today, but I'm not coming back. So they set him next to me. And I began to pour into this man, and I said, can you make it through treatment? He said, I don't know. I said, what about the next hour? He said, I don't know. I said, what about the next 10 minutes? He said, I don't know. I said, what about the next minute? He said, I could do that. He had a Cowboys blanket. I began to talk about the Cowboys. I said, I'm a Bills fan. He said, oh, Lord. They worse than the Cowboys. So we created a dialogue, and he became a really good friend of mine. Still in treatment today. So I did all my workup for transplant. And I kept saying, this 2018 is my year. I was saying this in 17. 2018 is my year. 2018 is my year. So my doctor said, it's time for you to go, Miss Swain. You've been here 7 years. And the doctors know after a certain amount of years, your health begins to decline. And I said, you ain't said nothing but a word. She been ready to go, honey. She is ready to go. And I said, but this is my year coming up. 2018 is my year. So I'm at the hairdresser getting my good weave done. And the hairdresser says to me, why do you wear a weave? You have such nice hair. And I said, well, my hair kind of thinned out from dialysis. And she said, oh, no. I said, honey, don't feel sorry for me. Like, I'm good. I'm a pro at this now. Like, it's nothing. I said, plus I'm getting transplanted this year. This was January the 9th. She said, oh, what, you got the call? I said, no, I didn't get any call. I said, I'm just claiming it. So she was putting my good weave in, and my cell phone rang. And it sounded like a bill collector. Yes, is this TraVaughn Swain? And I was like, yes, it's her. He said, this is UNC Chapel Hill. We have a kidney for you. Can you get here in 2 hours? just want to share with you guys the scripture that I wrote because I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declare the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you, and not harm you, and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So I'm forever grateful for this journey that I'm on. Yeah. Thank you.